Hey, it's #1 best-selling author Erik Qualman, or most of you know me as Equalman. And what I want to talk to you today about is Thanksgiving. Why Thanksgiving? Well, you know, as a marketer, I always like to stand out, and that's what we have to do in this digital age. Is there's so much competition. Is how do you stand out from your competition? And one thing I like to do is, instead of sending holiday or Christmas cards, I like to send thank you cards to my clients. Those clients might be for our animation studio, it might be someone that bought my book, or it might be some company that's booked me on stage. So it might be Mars, it might be the FBI, it could be Chase. Whoever it is just sending out that thank you note. And instead of sending it out during the busy holiday season when most people are on vacation, so it might go into the corporate dumpster, is that I want to send it out when it makes more sense, which is around Thanksgiving. You're giving thanks. And it's also a non-religious holiday, so it's another thing you don't have to worry about. So what I do is every year our team, we send out a Thanksgiving thank you card. It looks as simple as this. This is this year's card. We've been doing it for the last 4 years. And on the back, I just have a simple note. Thank you for being a positive force for good. We think you're awesome. So we don't want to take ourselves too seriously here. The other thing too is we want to make sure you have the right branding here. So we have Equalman on the return label, and then we make it easy on ourselves year after year to make sure we have the database to send these out. But that being said, we also handwrite the notes. So this is cursive for you millennials that don't know what cursive looks like, but that's what cursive looks like. And we always make sure that we include our business card in there as well to remind them this is who we are and this is how you can connect and contact us. So it's a personal note, and I make sure I mention the one specific thing they did to help me or the company that year. So it's not just a generic thank you, happy Thanksgiving. It's thank you. When you posted this on Twitter, it really helped the sales of my books. Or thank you for having me on stage at your event. I was able to connect with 500 different people that day and actually empower them. So I really want to thank them for something specific. And again, we send them out at Thanksgiving. It's something we do, and then it stands out. And I know we've gotten deals a couple years later. They've come up to us and said, hey, you know, we forgot about you a little bit, then I got your Thanksgiving card, and then you reminded us of it. And aside from putting in our business card, sometimes we'll throw in a $5 gift card to Starbucks just so they can be like, I can go take a break and have that nice coffee. So whatever it is you do, we do Thanksgiving cards, we do other stuff like the green glasses in order to stand out. Think about how you can stand out and just start to think differently, but also take it from a human element, right? My big thing is that combination of the offline and the online. And so one thing we do when we write these as well, it takes a lot of time to write these, but another thing that takes time is we'll take a picture of the actual writing on the back and email that person, just in case the mailman isn't able to deliver it or the mail carrier isn't able to deliver it, that they're reminded that they actually got it. And it also makes it easy for them to respond. Because if you just send the card, they might get it and go, oh man, I should handwrite a note back or send an email back. But people get busy, so if you take a picture of the actual card, send it to them, one, and make sure they get it, and two, now it's easy for them to respond to you. Now you've started that conversation. But above all else, the reason you're doing this is not specifically for business, it's actually to genuinely thank someone. It's all about that human connection, which you know I'm a huge fan of. So that's my thought for the day. Whatever time of year it is, it's Thanksgiving cards. Start to think in that mentality about Thanksgiving cards. How do I stand out from the rest?